We got a lot of fights coming up. From the title of this video, y'all already know what we talking about. We got a lot of fights coming up. Starting with, we got Jake Paul and Nate Diaz. That's right around the corner. Pause the video right now. Leave down in the comment section below. Who do you have? Nate or Jake? I really don't know. They both in their training camps. They both getting their work in. They both looking pretty good. So Nate is a hardcore, hard chin veteran. Jake is looking to redeem himself. He's on his road to redemption, and he's on his road to becoming a champ. So we definitely got our eyes open for that one because that's right around the corner. Tyson Fury, right? And Francis Ngannou, they gonna hit the boxing ring. Tell me who you got. Pause. Comment right now. Who do you have? Tyson Fury or Francis Ngannou? Now, it's definitely going to be in the boxing ring because if it's in anything else, I'm definitely taking Francis Ngannou. But it's going to be in the boxing ring. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to take Tyson Fury on this one. I talked with Avery. Y'all know Ace. I talked with Ace. And he said Tyson Fury a nut for taking this fight. It's a cheap fight. He figured, pretty much he probably going to win most likely. And I concur about him winning the fight. But do I think he a nut? Yeah. I mean, what you worry about fighting UFC fighters for and you supposed to be a heavyweight boxer? What are we doing right now? Normally all of this in the middle UFC boxing crossover, all of that stuff is normally for the YouTubers, normally for the fighters who are at their end. Are you saying that you're at your end, Tyson Fury? Is that what you're saying? We not gonna see the Tyson Fury versus Andy Ruiz or Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder? We ain't gonna see another one of those. I don't know if there's anybody left for you to fight. I'm gonna be honest with you on that one. But do you really need to fight a UFC fighter? What we doing? It is going to count as a loss on their records for whoever loses. So that is definitely a point to make as far as how professional they're going to come about this fight and how serious they're going to take this fight. It's not just going to be an exhibition. It's actually going to be a real deal Holyfield fight. And if you lose, that's an L on your record. It means a lot to these fighters. You don't want to be going out there putting in all this work, in the 6-month training camp and you take a L. That's tough. So we definitely going to see who bite the bullet on this one. I mean, if I was a betting man, I would definitely take the heavyweight champ, Tyson Fury. But against Francis Ngannou, knockout artist, we saw what Deontay Wilder was doing against Fury. He's a similar fighter to Deontay Wilder as it pertains to skill set. He ain't really got the herky-jerky, dippy, whippy, hippy, flippy. He kind of stand tall and brawl. So good luck with that one. I don't even really want to know if I'm going to really be entertained with that one. But hey, beggars can't be choosers when they come to fights nowadays. You get what you take. You take what you get, and hopefully it's a good fight. I wonder what the undercard for that is going to be. The same for Jake Paul and Nate Diaz. I also wonder what that undercard is going to be. Sheesh. We also getting closer to Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder. I'm still pulling for Andy Ruiz in that fight. Hopefully they get a good deal done, and hopefully they can figure that one out. Charlo twins is, getting ready for Canelo. Looking pretty good from the videos that I've seen. Ain't really too much to talk about when it comes to that fight because we just waiting. Shit. That's a little bit away. That's a while ago, so just speaking on it wouldn't really make too much sense. But what we need to be speaking on that comes up in a week, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. With 1 week to go, do y'all think I have my pick? Or y'all waiting for my pick? Or you gonna keep waiting? Because I ain't got no pick yet. All right, I'm going to be real. I don't know who to pick. I don't know who I'm pulling for. They are both equally sharp. Errol Spence will be definitely the aggressor in this fight, I would assume. Unless Terrence Crawford come out the box, that would be a little crazy. But Errol Spence is definitely the more just fundamentally sound. Terrence Crawford is more of the, listen, caught him a little bit just, unorthodox when it comes to just fighting. He got a style with him that's kind of like a little flowy when we going. Like the flow be there with Terrence Crawford. And normally he just trying to catch the flow of the fighter that's coming after him. And when he do, night, goodbye. And Errol Spence trying to hit you in the body and just put you down. All that flow shit, yeah, that's cool. Catch this. Wake up. Put him to sleep. If you know, you know. Because wake up, put him to sleep is different. Anyway, y'all, pause the video. Leave down in the comment section below if you haven't before. And even if your mind has changed, or even if you sticking to, you sticking to your guns. Do you have Terrence Crawford or do you have Errol Spence? Tell me why, tell me what round, and tell me what fashion. Is it going to be knockout, split? You know what I mean? How is it going to go for you? Why do you think this way? Because honestly, the hype is just getting really there for me. And I'm really starting to believe that, in life, when you get two titans in a ring and you really here to see it in life, it's a blessing. Sometimes we got to enjoy certain moments. Not only will this fight be something that I'll always remember because of the hype that's built around it, but it's something that I'm going to be able to enjoy with my family and friends who are going to be there watching it with me. It's going to be something we always going to go back to talk about. It's going to be something that we always going to be able to argue amongst each others with, because some of us going to have Terrence and some of us is going to have Errol. Do I see that anyone is wrong prior to the fight? No. But after the fight, whoever wins and whoever loses, one is going to be the victor, one is going to be the loser. The last thing that we need to have is a draw. And for some reason, I put $100 on the draw. I ain't even going to lie. I ain't even going to front. Because it's great to just have these two guys, while they're in their prime, getting in the ring and putting their foot down and stamping their era in the boxing world. Now, it gotta be a 3-fight clause, guaranteed 2, just to see if somebody went back to back, because 1 fight won't be enough. We all know how it go. I ain't trying to hear I had a bad day after everything is said and done. I ain't trying to hear it was something that happened while I was training. No excuses. Had the 3-fight clause. Make sure it's a guaranteed run back. Let whoever fight gotta fight. Listen, the first fight is for all the marbles. Yeah, it's for them belts, baby. The second fight, let it be for a belt. And then the third fight, let it be for a belt. Regardless of whatever you're trying to say, both fighters are respected and good enough to declare a fight for the belt, regardless of what everybody is saying. I don't care, bruh. We gotta treat these guys and respect these guys. 1. 2, Boots, man. Do y'all think Boots gonna be able to sneak in there and grab a fight from one of them after this is all said and done? Do y'all think that Boots is gonna be able to see if he can get a fight from one of them before they move out of the weight? I don't know. Shakur Stevenson talking a little bit of spiciness, at the end of the day, he trying to get his fights going on, so I don't blame him. But tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. And do y'all think Shakur Stevenson is wrong? Bro, 25-75 split is crazy. Devin Haney crazy for that, try to get him with that split. What we doing, bro? What we doing for real? Like, sometimes, it's crabs in a barrel. Even no matter how much money you make, there's always somebody that's just trying to get over on you. Because what we talking about? We're not even talking if you talking about a 25-75 split. What we talking, bruh? Why would I even get... See, my whole thing is, this is my whole thing, right? This is my whole thing. As a championship fighter, right? As a fighter of, if you Devin Haney or if you Errol Spence, if you Terrence Crawford, if you anybody who've ever held a belt when you was in your prime and you was one of the greats, right? I understand about just trying to get your bread. You trying to get your wins up to get the money. So you trying to fight people that you know you can beat because it's just going to give you bread. I'm totally for your bread. I'm totally for your money. I'm not lying. But when it comes to a point of legacy, when you get a legacy fight, right, that would mean Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson. That's Gervonta Davis versus Danny Garcia. You know what I mean? I mean, not Danny, Ryan Garcia, right? It's a legacy fight. At the end of the day, you've had some doubters that was against you. So when you say Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson and people say, you know, there's a bunch of doubters and there's some people that's saying that's a great fight for you, or like Gervonta Davis versus Rolly Ramirez, at the end of the day, those are legacy fights, believe it or not. Those are fights where people can recall back to when you were doubted, right? Yeah, yes, lots of fights you're going to be doubted, but, you know, there are only a certain few that will put you in that certain category as for they didn't have you winning. Guaranteed, bruh. This is what I got to say. When you get a fight like that, if you get a legacy fight or a fight where you feel like you can't keep thinking that all these fighters are so beneath you that in that regard, they incur a 75-25 split. Why would you even want to get in a ring with somebody if the fight dictated on the monetary split is 75-25? If that's what you truly believe, if that's what you honestly think is what it should be if you get into the ring with Shakur Stevenson, why would you want to get into the ring with him? Why, bro? Why? For real, why? Some fights are legacy fights. Maybe that's just why. At the end of the day, maybe that's just why. Because you feel like you just want to get 75% of the split. Bro, who do you want to fight then? Who do you want to fight? Who in their right mind of any type of caliber of fighter would take a 75-25 split? Unless it's somebody that just won a couple dollars. Of course, when you get in the ring, anything can happen. I'm not saying that anything can't happen. I understand that. I'm honestly agreeing with everything anyone says when they say you get in the ring. We saw Andy Ruiz versus the guy from England, and he knocked him out. Nobody had Andy from winning. It was late notice, and he won. World champ. Of course, we got to respect stuff like that. I'm totally with it. I totally understand it. But when you look at the odds of Vegas, the majority of the time, and we see minus 3,000, and you could put $3,000 on this motherfucker to win, and you only win $100 a bet. That's how guaranteed the fight is going to be. That's not a fight that should even happen. Can we get some respect for certain fighters when they get glorified, when they get into the ring with certain people? Can we have an understanding? Can we just start grading fighters? Can we start, like, if you win a certain amount of fights, or if, like, you win by a certain way, or if, like, you display a certain fighting advantage to your peers while in the ring, that when it comes to the monetary split, you feel me? You get a certain split guaranteed, because this shit is getting out of hand. When somebody look at you and say, I'm on the A side, even though you Shakur Stevenson and you a fucking dog, it's going to be a 75-25 split. How more disrespectful can you be? And now Devin Haney, I'm all for it. If I was in your position, shit. Hey. But as a fan, right? I'm a fan. That's never going to happen. I'm not calling it corny. I'm not calling it a bad thing. I'm just saying the fight ain't going to happen. We ain't going to be able to see it. If one man looking for a 75-25 split, then it's over with. Right then and there. That's why you got to start putting these fighters. If you want to put people in the pound for pound bracket, well, then guarantee these fighters a certain split when they try to fight the champs. Straight like that. Because if you could look at me and I could be in a pound for pound bracket, or I could be a great fighter and I could have a belt, and you tell me I still got to take a 75-25 split, what are we talking about then? But this is the current state of boxing, and this is the current state that we're in. And the only way that we can get over with it is just pray, right? Because at the end of the day, the boxers ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't like the boxers gonna stop fighting, and it ain't like these promoters gonna stop getting they split because that's what they want. But we ain't gonna waste people time and effort and hard work and tell them 25-75 split, even though you that bull. You know what I mean? At this point, you gotta wonder what these fighters on the B side are starting to. Why is it starting to be so much of an L if you on the B side of the boxing? Yo, like it's starting to get out of hand. Like Ryan Garcia had the water weight and all of this shit to get the fight to happen. Like these bulls got to take too much of an unbelievable L just to get the fight to happen. And I, for one, think that it got to change. My opinion on it per se, I don't have one because that's just what it is and that's what it's always going to be. But I'm definitely looking forward to change because we got to start giving people this bag so that the fight can happen. You feel me? Start giving people a guaranteed amount as it pertains to the split. A guaranteed split amount. Like it won't go under this. You tell a nigga 25-75 and the fight ain't never going to happen. What we talking about, bruh? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. These are just my thoughts, and I'm out.